Hola, Kules. Another disappointing draw. What to do, man? This will be the pattern that we'll see for the next 1 year at least, or at least for this season, because that's what you get as consequences when you bet on youngsters. I'm not against those consequences though. I'm ready to give youngsters more chance than our old players, because at least with them we have the future. But yes, they come with a consequence, and I'm ready to face those consequences. um, it's not all on youngsters due to which we drew this game, but yes, it's a part of it. I'll start with the lineup was the best that Xavi could get out there on the field. um, we had Jutla from left, Luke De Jong in the middle, Ousmane Dembele on right wing. Then in the mid we had Gavi, Nico, and Busi, and at the back we had Alba, Eric, Piqué, and Dani Alves on the right. Marc Andre on goal. Now coming to the first half. First half was our half. We dominated the ball. We had more chances. We even got the ball at the back of the net. Got ruled offside. समझ नहीं आ रहा भाई कैसे ऑफसाइड, बट है ऑफसाइड तो है ऑफसाइड, वीआर बोल रहा है तो है, अभी क्या किया जा सकता है. बट आई हैव सीन द इमेजेस and I can't get my head around how is that offside, dude. How do you see Gavi's leg that he's offside? Um, but yeah, that's being called offside, and um, we are still 0-0. But things were very promising. I'm sure Xavi would have been very happy with the first half. And I think Granada was not able to find solution towards our wings. With Ousmane, he was bursting forward multiple times, cutting back in. Even Jutla from left, not that much of an impact that he had in the previous matches, but he did what he could. I'm happy with his performance. Luke De Jong, the most improved player in the squad right now. Luke De Jong, the transformation that he has shown, amazing. In the first half, there were few hold-up plays from Luke De Jong. Incredible, man. What a transformation this man is showing. And I have to call out that, because when he was playing poor, I was calling out that too. Yeah, not over here, because I was not on YouTube, but in Twitter, in Facebook, I was calling him out. Now he deserves all the credit, man, that he's getting. His combination with Nico, Gavi, Jutla, he didn't combine with Dembele a lot. He was more combining from the left side rather than from the right side. It was very good. If we look towards the start of the first half, we had more possession, more shots, and I was very happy. Going into the second half, I was sure the pattern was going to be same, and we're going to dominate that as well. But a few things Granada changed. Going into the second half, they started pressing more high. But the best part was that we had Eric and Piqué at the back. We were able to counter that press by passing between the lines, and we were able to go through that press. In previous matches, I remember when teams used to push us high, we used to get panic in our back line. With Dani Alves, Piqué, Eric Garcia, Jordi Alba as well, we were able to go through that press. Apart from Marc-Andre ter Stegen, I don't remember these people making bad passes which put us under bad pressure. Um, so hats off to the uh, press resistance that they showed. Coming to Barca's goal, Danny Alves, man, as if he never left, man. What a cross! What a cross from the right side, and it was not like that. Just he wanted to put the ball in the box because he saw the run from Luke De Jong, huh? And he puts the ball in, and what a header from that guy. Okay, Granada keeper did get his hand onto it, but the power behind it just took the ball inside. And I'm very happy for Luke De Jong again. Huh? Um, he's getting everything that he deserves. The kind of link up that he is doing with our team members, the hold up play that he is showing, and the goals. In the first half, I remember he had a shot uh, which he backheeled, could have been the goal of the season. But the attempt, just see the confidence that this guy is showing, man. After the goal, I thought everything will be fine now. We're going to get one or two more because Granada is now going to push more men forward, and we are definitely going to counter that press, and we will get one in counter as Dembele is on the pitch, and we have Jutla on the left. Memphis has just come in. I'm sure we're gonna do something which is going to get us 3 points for sure in this match. But 70-minute FC, 70 minutes is till when we think that we should play the kind of football that we are playing. Hockey team we are becoming day by day. Jokes apart, but yeah, after 70 minutes we dropped off. We dropped off, dude. There was no intention of going forward. And one of the biggest factor for that is that we were not able to hold up the ball. Memphis couldn't hold up the ball at all in front, and we were not able to counter the press that Granada were doing. जिसका डर था वही हुआ. Gavi gets a second yellow, a deserved second yellow, of course, but I'll not say anything bad about that kid, man. 17 years old, these kind of things will happen. He'll learn from it, and let's go ahead with it. He gets a red card. Uh, being a manager, you know he's 17 years old. He's on yellow card. You know what kind of a player he is. You should have taken him off earlier. But Xavi will also learn from that. So these kind of things will happen. He gets a red card. Granada gets all heated up, and they are now sure that they're going to equalize. Me thinking, as we are one man down now, surely 9 men are going to defend, and Ter Stegen, the form that he is in, we're surely going to get 3 points out of it. Fast forward, 88th, 89th minute, ball comes in the box. Granada player is open to score. Longley makes a world-class block. I'm thinking, oh yeah. Ball goes out for corner. मेरा फटके हाथ में. I'm thinking, come on guys, we can do it. Ball comes in, touches Busi, goes into the feet of a Granada player. He scores a worldie. Bloody top left corner. I know it's unlucky, touches Busi, goes to a Granada, but why the hell is free, dude? Why the hell is he free in the box? What do we need to understand, man? When will we learn that we can't leave men free in set pieces? Why don't we do man-to-man marking? I will never understand. And this is going on for a long time, that we don't do proper marking in our set pieces, and it has been our downfall since Roma, dude. See, I'm not going to rate players because I don't consider myself to be that great that I'll give numbers, but definitely eye test is a thing, and I can definitely consider performers and underperformers. For me, the performers are Luke De Jong, Dani Alves, PK, and Nico Gonzalez. And I have reasons behind that. Luke De Jong, because Luke De Jong is the most improved player, and he has done all the things that Xavi could have asked for. So he's definitely a performer for today's match. Next, Dani Alves, wonderful assist, defensively very solid. He made some crucial blocks, and his passing range and build-up play was great. Then I have PK, one of his best game of the season. He can be very proud of his performance. Great defensive ability shown when we have a high defensive line. I know he does not have the pace that what he had few years back, but his intelligence is still more than these so-called defenders nowadays. Okay, so I really still rate PK a lot, and he was great today. A big shout out to Nico as well. What a performance from this guy. He's getting better and better. Each and every performance shows that his ceiling is unknown. Apart from Muzman, he was the only player to drive the ball forward. It feels like no one can take the ball from him, dude. Great game, Nico. Great game. Keep it up. See, I just want to talk about underperformers next. This is no hatred here, but according to me, I have to call out Jordi Alba. क्या है भाई? क्यों? Why, man? Why? Giving the ball away, going down on the pitch, dirty tactics, not a single cross that I can remember from you from the left side. Why so? One of the most experienced players in the squad. People are supposed to learn from you. What to learn? What? I'm getting so angry with Jordi Alba, and it's not just one-off game. He has been declining for a long time. One-off good match he'll have, and then 3 to 4 non-existent matches he'll have. There have been so many times in this match when he was beaten for pace. Jordi Alba beaten for pace, man. See, I'm disappointed from the result, but it's better to draw than lose. Till 88th minute, we had 3 points in the bag, but Granada got a deserved equalizer. So I have nothing against them. My only problem is, as I said, we are becoming 70-minute FC. After 70 minutes, as if we are not in the game. Only we have to defend and defend and defend. We can't control midfield after 70 minutes. Now I don't know the reason why. Because I'm not the one who is managing the players. But it's definitely a problem that has to get fixed. And set pieces. I don't know when and who and how it will get fixed, but it has to be fixed. Now that's on the manager. Of course, the manager is also a young manager with inexperience at this elite level. So he's learning. And I'm 100% behind him. It's just that I'm disappointed. That is the reason why I am going to call out what I feel like. Yeah. So that's about it. The next match is El Clasico, Spanish Super Cup. Don't know, man. Don't know. I'm hearing Ansu and Pedri is going to be back, but I'm sure they're not going to start the game. They're going to come in the second half, play maximum 25 to 30 minutes. Not possible to start these two. They don't look match fit. So that's about it. People will say that why didn't I call out Gavi? Because I don't want to speak about Gavi. He's 17 years old. He deserves the time. सबको रेड कार्ड मिलता है भाई जिंदगी में. So Gavi has also got a red card, and he has got red card for his aggression, and we admire him for his aggression. I know he needs to control it, which he will. So I'm not going to speak about it. Big up Gavi. I just have one news that I've got is regarding Eric Garcia, that he's going to be out for 5 weeks approximately. Javi Miguel has reported this, so it's definitely not a hoax. 5 weeks is a lot of time. I'm disappointed, man. Eric has been so stable in the last few weeks. One of our best defenders alongside Araujo. I wish him a speedy recovery. That's it from my end. Yeah, Visca Barça. Take care, Kules.